Did you hear about the TwitchCon drama with Emiru? Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what to make of it. Like, what actually happened? Like, are people mad at him or are people mad at the security? A summary. Emiru, favorite, most competent bodyguard, was banned from TwitchCon for protecting her and shoving a guy like 2 years ago. She was worried about security alongside other of her friends. Twitch assured it would be fine. Cue to yesterday, a guy just walks over the line and nobody does anything. He just crosses every line, walks to her, grabs her, tries to kiss her. Security only react way later to shove him, and then he just walks off, didn't get detained or anything. So I think the easiest way to look at this is, let's forget who Emiru is, because that's not really helpful here. I think a good way to look at this pragmatically is to replace Emiru with just any actress, right? Let's pretend this was a Hollywood event, okay? Because that's basically what it is. Twitch is just basically a celebrity event, right? At this point. Let's say that there was a movie event, and let's say, I don't know, Angelina Jolie. Some guy walked up to her, grabbed her, and tried to kiss her. She shoved him off and nothing happened, right? You would absolutely be flaming the event, saying, what the hell is that? Where's the security? How did this random dude get to her? Etc. And basically the same thing should apply. I think parasocialness of streamers is the only reason why banning a particular bodyguard happens, compared to celebrities who don't necessarily lean into, I'm your friend. Okay, well, let's not say celebrities, let's say porn actresses. Let's say there is a red carpet event and Mia Khalifa is there and somebody walks up to her and tries to, like, grab her and kiss her. It would be the same thing, right? People would be asking, how the hell did he get to Mia Khalifa at that point? It does definitely paint the fact that security is not good. Because if somebody can walk up to her and almost kiss her, that means anyone can walk up to somebody and just stab them, right? Any crazy person can say, oh my god, I have a knife, I can kill this person, and just walk up to them and do it. Like, that's pretty bad. And a lot of streamers are these days really, really big. They have huge following streams. They have a lot of people who dislike them as well. And it makes it a dangerous thing to do. So what we're talking about is this. So there's Emiru. I see some, like, black tape over here. She's in her, like, I'm guessing this is a booth, correct? So this is the dude. He just walks in. Where does he walk through? The dude is over there. Is there no tape over here? It was a meet and greet, not really a booth. Okay, so it was a meet and greet. Is this guy meeting her as well? Is that how it works? I'm guessing this doesn't look like security because he has, like, weird green hair and whatever. This guy looks like a fan. So I'm guessing this is not security. All right, so are people, like, waiting in line all to meet her? Is it now his turn to meet her? Okay, so then in that case, there is no talking about security here. What could security do if he's supposed to walk up and say hi to her? It wasn't his turn. He cut the line. Okay, so even if, let's say he did buy a ticket and he waited his turn, it would have still happened exactly the same. So then the question is not really about security, about him getting there. Of course, we should talk about that on the side, but it wouldn't have made a difference whether he waited in line or not, right? He walks past, right? Okay, grabs her, tries to kiss her. She goes away. Guy runs from over here. Pretty quick response as well. That's a good response overall. Sure. Like, that's a good response time. So, if this is... I wasn't aware this is a meet and greet. If this was like, she was just here doing her thing, no one was allowed to be around her, I'd say, holy crap, the security sucks. But in this scenario, she doesn't want the security standing next to her because she actually has to interact with the people talking to her. Right? So great. Good job with the security. Twitch security is non-existent, but should the Twitch security be here? What is Twitch security's job in this scenario? How do they stop this from happening? Yes, they should. Where? Where should they be? Like, where in this image should they be? Should they be standing right next to her? Forget about the fact that he skipped the line. Forget about everything else that happened to the right of this. Right from over here. Let's say it was his turn to walk. They said, okay, buddy, your turn, go say hi. Let's just say that's what it is, which it isn't. Where is Twitch security supposed to be at this point? Let's talk about that. Because that's the main problem I'm seeing here, right? Yes, if Twitch security was better, he would have never gotten here in the first place. But that's besides the point. This guy could be the guy trying to take the kiss, right? This guy got here legitimately. What if this guy just grabbed her and tried to kiss her right now? Forget about this guy. It'd be the same scenario, right? And there is no security stopping that from happening. You understand what I'm saying? The hypothetical is very valid because then what we're saying is this clip actually doesn't matter. It's what happened prior to this clip. Meaning the guy should not be here. This part, all of this is happening right now. Like, the guy reacted way fast. Like, it's a good reaction time overall. Like, all of this was unavoidable, right? No matter how much security you had, this was unavoidable. So that's not the conversation to be had. The conversation is, how did he get here without his turn? Can we agree? You could have simply tried to kiss her when it was his turn. You can't stop that. Exactly so. Then we can't cover this scenario at all. There were supposed to be when her own guard was. Yeah, and would have made no difference. I agree. Like, a place like this, an event like this with big streamers should definitely have security. Especially security that can actually make decisions. I mean, I really don't know if they had it. Like, this clip doesn't show me anything. I don't know what the grounds looked like. I don't know what the entrance to the event looks like. I don't know how easy it is to walk out of the event. Like, it's really weird. Asben clip shows people walking past security with their permission. All right, let me see it.
Ended my stream, I saw a message. It was Emmy saying this had happened. Then this video came out, and thank God it came out, because now we can see what happened. So you can see... And what had happened is this person came up to her. They were in another meet and greet line. They skipped over the line. The security let them go through. This person then tries to go and grab her, right? He tries to grab her. So Emiru did have a security guard, but TwitchCon had banned that security guard from going to the event. Twitch security lets streamers bypass multiple checkpoints, no questions asked.
Twitch security lets streamers bypass multiple checkpoints, no questions asked. All streamers? Or like really big streamers? Because like, if XQC is trying to pass a few multiple checkpoints, I think that's fine, right? Like, so certain people should not have to like wait in certain checkpoints. Like, okay, I don't know what that means. Well, let's find out.
Okay. Thank you.
Like, how do you get the streamer like badge? Like, if you're a really big streamer, I think that's fine.
Did it work? Okay.
Oh, okay. Just
TwitchCon attendee allegedly snuck into Emiru's applicant-only meet and greet line.
TwitchCon attendee allegedly snuck into Emiru's applicant-only Twitch and greet. Okay.
I might as well tell you guys what the fuck I actually did to get into the line. Hey.
Is that the guy, by the way? The guy talking here, is that him? The guy who tried to steal the kiss? Is this the dude? Like, is that his first person? Think so.
I snuck in. I don't know what else to say.
A person with malicious intent was allowed to approach a creator with no vetting and no security. Twitch lying about it. They lied in their statement about it. The safety and security of all of those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site.
Okay, so they did have law enforcement on site, which I think is important. People were telling me that there was no security, but they had law enforcement and security on site.
And responded to the incident. I'm going to just read what she said. In Twitch's statement, they said the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear that he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And it felt like this only happened because my manager was pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff thought it was a big deal.
Wait, so I don't understand what she's saying. Was he caught right after? And she just didn't hear about it for hours after? Or did it take hours after for him to get caught? Because Twitch is saying the guy was immediately caught, and she's saying I didn't hear. I don't know what she's saying. Watch the full video.
I want to repeat myself. It's even worse than this. News footage surfaced of the man who assaulted Emiru freely walking outside of TwitchCon. Whenever Twitch said that they immediately took action, they...
Oh shit, that's him right there. All right, so Twitch is lying. They didn't catch him immediately.
Lied, and they lied to everybody. And the reason why they lied to you
he's
is
out.
Because they think you're a fucking retard. Twitch is very clearly mismanaged at every single level. They can't fix the website's functionality. They can't moderate the platform. They can't keep furry pedophiles off the platform. They can't keep violent harassers and away from their top female streamers. They can't do anything. At what point as a CEO are you responsible?
All right. So out of all of this, this is big. And in Twitch's statement, they said the guy was immediately caught and detained. Where is this statement? Do we have it? Well, I'm seeing this statement here. I don't see that here. They were on site and responded to the incident. They blocked them from returning to TwitchCon premises. That's literally what they're saying. So from this, what we can gather is the guy walked in, tried to steal a kiss from Emiru, got shoved away by a security guard. Twitch said, get the hell out of here, and you can't come back in, and they blocked him from coming back in. Can we agree that's what happened? Yay or nay? That sounds like what happened, more or less. She's referring, that Twitch said directly to her manager, she's referring to them responding, but they didn't do anything, and he walked around the con until they got pressed and had to kick him out. So just semantics thing. Sounds like it? Yeah. We don't know how long the guy was in TwitchCon after that, how long it took them to get him out of TwitchCon and block him from coming back in. We don't know that. The fact that there's a clip of him walking outside at this point means nothing, because he might have actually been thrown outside. Like, basically, right here, it might be the case that says, hey, get out. You can't come back in. So from what we definitely know, he went to try to steal a kiss. Her security shoved him away before it happened. They, at some point, who knows how long after that happened, said you can't come back inside and told him to leave. And that's all we know. Police would have escorted him outside before talking to him, which is why him walking out freely seems like Twitch did nothing. Normally, police would have escorted him outside. Possibly. Security even letting him go that close makes my skin crawl. I think that's a non-factor. I think that's unavoidable, no matter what. And you might disagree with me here, chat, but I think there is no way to stop him getting this close. The reason, no matter how much, you could have the world's greatest security. You could have snipers on all corners of the room, like pointing snipers and like waiting for the headshot. None of that matters, and I'll tell you why. If this green-haired guy can get this close to her, so can he. Right? This is a fan. Part of the meet and greet is letting your fans get this close and talk to you. If he is able to get this close, so is this guy. Not the same way he did it. You can definitely avoid people being able to skip lines. You can definitely make it harder for people to get close if they're not supposed to get close. But if this guy can do it, so can he. So this scenario is impossible to avoid because he can always get to this distance through proper means. So we can never avoid this from happening, right? What you can do is decentivize idiots like this from doing what they did, right? And how do you do that? By making them aware that there's going to be repercussions, that there's going to be problems afterwards. How do you do that? You have police at the locale. If they do try to do something like this, you arrest them, right? Obviously. The thing is, they didn't do anything afterwards. Exactly. Correct. Nothing happened to that guy. I don't know afterwards. Probably like they contacted the police afterwards. Maybe the guy's going to get arrested outside the event. But supposedly the guy just walked out the event at the end of it. Like, that's the bigger issue. You can definitely make very strong arguments for he should never be able to skip the line. Because if you make it harder to get here, less people can get here. A lot of people... Okay, so if it's very easy to skip a line and attack a streamer, a lot of people can do it. If you have to buy an event pass 30 days prior, if you have to pay money to be in the meet and greet, if you have to go through all these steps, a lot of idiots like this don't have the forethought to do it. This guy might have decided like a few hours ago to do this. This guy might be like, you know what would be cool? If I just attacked a streamer live. Yeah, I'm going to do that, you know? Does he have the patience to pre-plan it 30 days ahead? Probably not. Most people don't have the patience. There is almost nothing you can do to stop a super dedicated stalker from getting to you if they have enough time to plan to do it. Unless you never leave your house. That's just a fact. What you can avoid is allowing people to get to you with low effort. You want to make it so only the craziest of the craziest can get to you because there's so few of those. There's a lot of lazy crazies who in the moment decide they want to do something bad, right? There's a lot of people who are mentally or unwell or just assholes like, hey, look, that's the streamer. I'm going to jump him just because I don't like him. Like, you want those kinds of people to not have a chance to attack people. So, yeah. Skipping lines, really bad because it allows for low effort attacks to happen. I mean, she had a bodyguard there. And he reacted really well. Like, the bodyguard's right here, look. He walked up to her, immediately runs. Like, he did his job. Her bodyguard did a great job. Right? Perfect. Might not even be a bodyguard, might be like just security or whatever, but he did well. Because keep in mind, his job is not to stop people getting close to her. Because she's actually supposed to have people get close to her here, right? Like, as you can see, this guy's close to her. Could he have reacted a little bit sooner? Yes. But he reacted just fine. Should already be stabbed. The green-haired guy just froze. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's great. All right, all right. Oh, that's great. You know what that reminds me of? Like, it's like one of the, it's a defense mechanism, chat. It's a defense mechanism. There's an evolutionary reason for that to happen. Some people just react like that, chat. You know, like, bad things are happening around you. It's like, if I stand still enough, they'll ignore me. You know, so people react differently to stress, man. Some people will have flight. Some people will have fights. Some people have, like, put your head in the ground and pretend you're not there. It's okay.
Whoa.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically all there is to say. I mean, overall, I think it is good that this is all getting pointed out and getting traction. The guy should never be able to walk out of the place without getting arrested, number one. And people being able to skip lines and get to people really easily is a bad thing in of itself. So, good this is getting traction, and hopefully Twitch makes changes. But yeah, let's give final thoughts, just to put all this together. There is no way to stop somebody from doing what the guy did if he's really dedicated to doing it, but you can make it much harder to do. And if you make it harder to do, it'll happen way less often. Number two, if this does happen at an event, there should be enough security or police presence that you can arrest a person. And you want to have that at a big event with famous people, because things will happen if you don't give deterrence for it to happen, right? Like, if there's no police presence, if there's no good security, people feel empowered, they can get away with things and walk away, which the guy did. He got to walk away. So, more security presence is a detriment. It's not detriment, it's a deterrent to people acting like idiots. And number three, make it harder for people to skip lines. Make it harder for people to get to where the guy got to without credentials, because just the fact that you have to, like, have 30 days in advance, buy a ticket, pay for it, blah, 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 means people can't come up with the idea 2 minutes prior, skip ahead, and attack someone. At least force people to have to go through extra steps to get to the point where the guy got to. Because again, it's going to make it a lot harder to do, which means it's going to happen way less often. And yeah, that's all there is to say. Hopefully Twitch changes things, and yeah, we'll see what happens.